Welcome back, everybody. Feels like I just saw you. Fire Medic Adventure 17. It's Matt, that firefighter medic guy. I am that guy at Aquatica tonight. Yes, we are across the street from SeaWorld Orlando for a special event. Aquatica has announced that they are going to be bringing a new seasonal event to Aquatica called Illuminate. It's a brand new lantern festival for the Christmas season. I'm excited to see this. Ambassadors that work for any of the SeaWorld parks get free admission into this. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's go see this. Now, I will say, I'm getting in here for free with my ambassador ID. So, we're going to enjoy this, but because I'm not paying for it, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, you all should come and see this. You all make your mind up by seeing what I show you. All right, how's that? Because there's one thing I do not like, and that is when a lot of influencers, YouTubers, live streamers, whatever you want to call them, when they get invited to events or they get free tickets to events or free stays or whatever it may be, and they don't pay for any of it out of their pocket with their hard-earned money, and they sit there and go, oh, you all need to come here, you all need to do this. Well, would you say the same thing if you didn't pay for it? Right? So, I'm not going to sit there and do that with you all. I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to attend this. I'm going to let you all decide that for your own selves while watching my vlog or after watching my vlog. What I'm going to do is, like I always do, I'm going to turn the camera around. You're going to see everything that I see in front of me, and we're going to have a great time. I've never experienced this. This is something completely new. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and also, it is nighttime at Aquatica. None of the slides are open for this event. So when we're done, I'll go over all the pricing and everything so you can see how much it costs to attend this. So because the slides and waterways are not open during this event, it is at a greatly reduced price. So there's something to consider with that. So like I said, at the end of this, we'll go over all the costs and everything. And then you decide whether or not this is something you'd like to do if you're going to be down here in Orlando during the holiday season. It starts now and it goes through most of January. So there's plenty of time to see this. I'm excited. Let's go check out Aquatica's brand new Christmas lantern show called Illuminate. Welcome, everybody. And without wasting any more time, you all know what time it is. It's boost ass, it's time. Let's go see Illuminate. This slide right here when you first walk into Aquatica, this is Dolphin Plunge. This is the slide that takes you right through the Commerson's dolphin tanks. It's really cool. The slides up here have like dolphin shapes on them, so as you're going through and the light comes through, it looks like you're racing dolphins in various shapes. Then when you get near the end of the slide turns crystal clear and you can literally see the dolphins as you slide through the tanks. It's really cool. And then there's a big splashdown at the end. It's an awesome slide, and it's a speed slide. Wow, what do we have here? This looks amazing. Holy crap. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Oh yeah, this is the lazy river right here. There's one of them, one of two. That would be cool if they had the waterways open. Man, can you imagine going on all the water slides with all these lights? Oh my gosh, I am amazed. I was not expecting this. I thought we were going to see some, few lantern lights here and there. Holy cow. This is incredible. Here's the runoff for the dolphin slides right there. This is really nice. So apparently there's 5 different realms to explore, and there's different themes as we move through Aquatica. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's go see what else Illuminate has to offer here. This is awesome. Walking underneath these trees with all the Christmas lights in them. Here's the pathway. Oh wow, they got lantern figures all over the place. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. It's also kind of psychedelic in a way. Oh my gosh, look at this. So these are some of the different lands here. So this is called As Told by the Lollipops and Whispered Through the Peppermint Breeze. Oh, so these are supposed to be like gummy bears. Oh yeah, look at the gumdrops, the light up gumdrops. Oh, it even smells like candy in here. This is amazing. Look at this. Man, it smells like freaking candy. Holy cow. What does this do? Oh, it makes the trees twinkle. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to have some copyrights on this. That's all good. This is for you all. This is my treat to you all. No pun intended. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, looks just like the candy necklaces. Wow. Still can't get over the candy smell. That's amazing. All right, let's take a walk through this tunnel here. See where this leads us. So right here, we're right by the splashdown pool area, which sits over the top of the Candy Village over here. Candy Cascade Falls. All right, let's see. Wow. Oh, look at the Christmas lights on the ground here. Yeah, we're over here by Wanu Way and Omakaraga slides. Now we're down in front of the one of two wave pools here. Big fan of the light show though that they got going on here. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of all of the themed areas. That's really neat. They do have merchandise stands set up for this too. Oh wow, look at this. They got these sitting in the actual wave pool here. Oh, and they got, it's hard to see, but they have floating lights in the pool as well. Oh, they're candles. Okay, so this is all right. So this is pretty neat. Apparently, you either get a candle, buy a candle. Somehow you get a hold of a candle, and then you bring it over here to the water's edge, and you make a wish. You set it in the water and send it floating. That is really neat. There's our unicorn. And this is, it's hard to see, but this is all of the giant sandy beach that sits in the middle of Aquatica. right back here into this little awning. That's the first aid office. On days I'm working at Aquatica, you can find me there. What do we got going on here? Oh, Santa's in there. Haha! Santa's taking those early requests. How cool. I love the Christmas tree. It's all surfboards. Wow. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll finish up here on this blue tree pathway. So we're gonna go this way. We'll go around, and then we'll kind of make a double pass through. So we'll come around, and we'll come down this pathway, and then we'll go back through here again. Aquatica is basically one giant circle with a cut through the middle. Gosh, they got s'mores going on over here. Holy cow. It is pretty wild hearing "Let It Snow," and it's 78 degrees outside right now. This is Roa's Rapids. This is the fast-moving lazy river. This is an impressive feature that Aquatica has, and arguably it's probably one of the most popular features here. Everybody loves this. I could get in this thing and stay in it all day. It is so much fun. Take a lazy river and crank it up to like 10 to 15 miles an hour. You haul ass through this thing. It's just like being in rapids. For any of you that's ever been whitewater rafting, it's kind of like a milder version of whitewater rafting without the raft. You can either just get in the water and float and let the rapids take you, or you can put a life vest on, which is the best way to do it, because the life vest obviously keeps you floating with minimal effort, and then just ride the rapids all day. It's awesome. We're now entering an area called Shimmer. Oh, wow. All right. So if you go that way, this takes you, this way is the normal pathway. This takes you in front of Walkabout Waters, which is this giant play structure. So we're going to go behind the scenes here. This is cool. Oh, man. I gotta say, Aquatica did an amazing job here. I am very impressed. Big fan of all the green lights back here too. Look at this. The little lights here in the bushes, they look like candles almost. Holy cow, look at this. This is where the magic happens. Heck yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, look at the dragonflies. It's amazing. What we got here? We got a little Dance Dance Revolution. Oh, that's cool. Turns colors. Love the special effects back here. Got a lot of the smoke-filled bubbles here. Louis from the Budweiser commercial. We're going to walk through this one more time because we have to go through the other part of the park. That's amazing. apparently there's a safari train out here too that you can ride. We have the Rivers of Discovery. Oh my gosh, how neat is that? There's the train. This is the Serengeti Express. They brought the Busch Gardens feature to Aquatica when they're playing the song Africa. That is really neat. They set this up in here with all these lantern animals to make it like a safari. So the Serengeti Express is not included with your admission. Unfortunately, it's $4.99 to ride. I think when you're charging for events, I think anything like that should be part of it. That's just my opinion, though. Wow, look at this tree right here. It would be cool if they had some of the lazy rivers open. Like, you'd float right past all of these beautiful Christmas lights in the trees. That would be amazing. Oh, we're in the land of the flamingos here. Wow, this is really nice. Yeah, how cool would that be to be able to float by all of this in the water right there in Roa's Rapids. These lanterns are pretty cool, I have to admit. These are really neat. Alright, so now we're back kind of where we started when we first walked in. So instead of going straight ahead to where the candy cane lane is type thing, we're going to go off to the right over here. Oh, this must be like the New Year's Eve bar here. It looks like a New Year's Eve celebration going on there. we're going into the tranquil area here. There's one of the entry points to Roa's Rapids right there. All right, we're back to where we started earlier, right by the s'mores area. Oh, this is really well themed here. This is all Christmased out. Heck yeah. This is the tinsel bar. Yeah, I'd say so. It looks awesome. This s'mores area here with all these Christmas lights and everything is amazing. This is a great area. Very calming over here. And you have the sound of the water running here on Roa's Rapids. This is great. They got it set up in like a big log here, and they got little log stools to sit on. This is impressive. You can see that feeling of like being kind of in a woodsy type setting, even though you're in the middle of a water park. All right, we're gonna take one more walk through this green area. That was a cool area. You know what this reminds me of? Anybody ever ridden for Bolton at Busch Gardens Williamsburg? There's the area right before the track drops where you go, where the coaster train goes real slow. It's like you're going into the haunted forest, and you see these like arcing trees that look like they're coming over the top of the track. For those of you that have ridden for Bolton, does this not look like that area of the roller coaster? Like I said, it's right before the track drops. This is exactly what that reminds me of. But this is a lot more calming. music's a lot more intense this time than the first time I walked through. We're back here by the Serengeti Express. That's a cool looking rhino. The colors are awesome. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Aquatica Illuminate. I'm impressed. I really am. I am very impressed. Oh wow, look at that. They look like Christmas lights kind of on the gift shop. I think those are the lasers from the wave pool. We trace them all the way back. See, I think they are. Yep, those are the lasers. That looks really neat. Like I said, it looks kind of like Christmas lights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk out, and yeah, I'll give you my thoughts. These trees in the distance that have Christmas lights in them reminds me of when I was in Vail, Colorado. It was such an amazing trip. I will never, ever, ever forget that. For all the years that I lived, that was an incredible trip. We went there during Christmas time. It was about 3 weeks before Christmas. It was early December. Beautiful, beautiful place. All throughout Vail, there were all these humongous pine trees, and they all had beautiful Christmas lights strung throughout them. It was incredible. And the second night we were there, it snowed. It was like a scene out of a Hallmark movie. I'll tell y'all, I am absolutely amazed at what SeaWorld Aquatica put together. Truly amazed. I was not expecting that at all. So as we walk out here, I know it's a little dark, but I'm going to put the pricing up for Aquatica Illuminate. Prices start at $24.99, and it looks like the most expensive night is $29.99. And those prices are all not including tax, so you got to make sure you add tax onto that. Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to do a quick wrap up of the Aquatica Illuminate vlog that I did. Yes, it's daylight now, but I was on my way out. I wanted to think on it a little bit, just kind of, get home, get some rest, go over everything. Because when I was there, I mean, it was really cool. I had a great time, but I got to remember, as I said in the intro, it didn't cost me anything to get in there because SeaWorld right now has a deal with all the ambassadors. You show your ID, you get in for free. I did show a price structure at the end of the vlog, and now that I had some time to think on it, it is a really neat event. Don't get me wrong. However, it is in its first year. Things are still being learned about this event. I hope that SeaWorld takes this and builds on it similar to how they did with their Aqua Glow event. That's a pretty cool, very popular event during the summertime where they keep the water park open till like 11 o'clock, midnight. It's a special ticketed event. I honestly, though, think Aqua Glow is incredibly overpriced for what they offer, and it is overcrowded. This event here, if they do it right, it's going to be really neat, and I could see where they have room to build. Like I mentioned in the vlog, it would be really nice if they had some of the waterways open. They can do it. They have nighttime events there, but, they'd have to pay lifeguards. There's a lot of other infrastructure that would have to go in place to do that, but I think that'd be really cool to have at least the lazy rivers open so you could float around and see all the decorations from the water. Now, the price point, I want to talk about that a minute too. Looking at it, while initially it doesn't seem like a whole lot, the night I went, it would have been a $24.99 plus tax. So you're talking about once you had tax in, $27, $28 bill, somewhere in there. Not bad for one person, but, the one thing that you have to always think about when you're showing pricing like this is, for me and anybody else that's showcasing the events, for the most part, it's just us, or maybe us and one other person. We're not bringing in a family of 3, 4, or 5. So last night's event, a family of 5, that's going to be well over $100. Is it worth to pay over $100 to walk through and see some Christmas lights and lanterns lit up? That's a good question. That's where I leave it open and I let you all decide. I think it's a little steep right now, being in the early part of this festival, being that it's brand new, especially as we get closer to the major holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, January. There's a bunch of $27 and $29 nights tucked in there, and now you're talking, for a family of 4, and now you're at $130, $140 with tax for an evening to walk through and see lanterns. And really, this festival is only about 2 hours long. It starts at, or 3 hours, I'm sorry. It starts at 6, ends at 9. I wish for this being the first year, I wish they would have started the price point somewhere around $10 or $12 and then gone up to, let's say, $15 or $20 on the more popular nights and cap it there. I think on an off night, I think $10 to $12 per person for that kind of experience, I could see that. I think that'd be well worth it. But when you're starting your cheapest night off at $24.99, that's all. Like I said, that's over $100 for a family of 4 for a 3-hour event where you walk through and you look at lights and lanterns. Again, to some people, they may say, hey, that's absolutely worth it. And others might be going, are you crazy, especially in these economic times? A lot of people might see those price points as a little tone deaf. Like I said, initially when you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of money, but And it isn't if it's just one or two people. But when you're putting a family in there, then it starts adding up pretty quickly. And a lot of families try to come to these events. Now is it on the price point of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party where it's $250 including tax per person? No, it's nowhere near that. Which that's a whole nother discussion for another day on how insane that is. For this event, for being what it is, where it's a sensory type of event. You walk through, there's a lot of beautiful Christmas lights, there's stunning lanterns, there's smells, there's sounds. It's a really cool event. I will say that. I had a lot of fun there. If I would have paid the money, would I have thought I got my money's worth tonight? Well, again, it's just me. So yeah, I would have considered that. But I wish that they would have started this thing, especially since it's its first year. I wish they would have started it at the $10 to $12 price point and then gone up to maybe a max price of somewhere between 17 or 20 bucks and then been done with it. And then next year, you start adding things like maybe you want to open the waterways or you add more sights and sounds and various attractions. Okay, then maybe bring the price up a little bit. But this year, in its first year, I wish they would have kind of capped it. Also, I mentioned in the vlog, I don't agree with charging these extra fees for these attractions that they throw in there. The Serengeti Express train, cool feature, but you're already spending $24 plus tax per person to get in there. And now you're going to throw another $4.99 plus tax. So you're going to throw in a little over a $5 bill per person. So let's say the family wants to ride that train, which is a one-time around loop. That's another 20 bucks you're going to add to the mix. You're turning a 3-hour night to see a lantern festival into almost a $200 experience. And then you got to, if you want to eat there, you got to throw food prices in and all that other stuff. So the event overall is amazing. I think they got something here. I really do. I just wish the price points would change. And, we'll see how attendance goes. I know attendance has a lot to do with, where these prices go. But like I said at the beginning of the vlog, the one thing I stand firmly on is I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on how I felt about it, what my experience was like. But I'm not going to sit there and say, you all need to go do this. Because, again, there's a big difference between not paying any money to go to this and then paying money to go to this. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's too overpriced for what it is? Do you think the prices are just right? I'd love your opinions on it. Open discussion. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Fire Medic Adventures. Out. See ya.